Greetings, Miracle in Motion. Here's the follow-up video to another video I made about surrender some time ago. And I promised or said or informed that I would do another video about fragments trapped in different realities and how we, through surrender, can take back these fragments. Because surrender, as I said, is my favorite tool during my awakening. And I've heard many people talk about this, that it's an amazing way to expand and let go of the old, let go of what there's no longer any purpose to keep it. It's like an old jacket that's too small or whatever. We simply need to let it go, like a seed, the husk of the seed has to go for the sprout to be able to live and expand itself and follow the flow of life and become what it is meant to be. Okay, I'm gonna use some illustrations here. I prepared a little demonstration. So let's see, if you're an awakening one, you're up here and you think that's how I thought. Oh, how come I go down into feelings of worry and jealousy and fear and frustration? I am so awakened. So how come I still dive down into emotions that I felt I had left behind? How come I still go back and experience this? I thought I have learned my lesson. I shouldn't even feel these emotions. But then I again talk to the mystery, and it's really amazing. I get answers all the time. So what is happening? And it's, as always, a natural process of this awakening, and it seems to be following certain steps, certain processes for everybody. I think I need to take out the snuff. It's messing with my lips, my lip anyway. Okay, so what is happening? Well, let's say you are here and you're awakening and you're raising your vibration, right? And the more you raise your vibration, the more old programs, they don't like you anymore. There's no resonance between you and these programs. So when you feel you drop into worry, it is because some part of you, some fragment of you, is still trapped or living in that reality. So to experience a reality, some part of you need to be there. Just play with this. To experience a reality, some part of you need to be there. Some part of you, some fragment of you is still trapped in that reality. So when you experience, let's say you experience worry, it is you're gaining access to this reality because you are there to retrieve a fragment of yourself, of your energy, of your power. It's like a piece of your puzzle to become whole. So when you experience worry, you are actually accessing that part of you that is trapped in worry. This fragment is trapped in that reality. And when you go down and you allow yourself to experience worry, when you surrender to it, okay, come on, worry, just bring it on. I'm going to be as worry as I can. So we have to be a warrior to be able to be a warrior. A warrior with A and a warrior with O. So what happens when you do this? This old program, it is dispelled. It flows through you. It flows out from you. So when you experience an emotion, it flows out from you. The old program flows out. And then you can gain access to the life force that is trapped in this specific emotion. And worry specifically, I used to be worrying all the time about all things. I've said this before. I used to be very creative in my worrying, and I am very visual, and my imagination is vivid. So that's a kind of bad combination if you're worrying, because I made all these scenarios that, of course, never happened. So if you dive down, or fear or jealousy, you may think, I'm an infinite, multidimensional being on Earth. How can I feel jealousy? But part of you is there. Maybe you left part of you there sometimes. And then maybe you, like me, said, okay, I am not jealous. I'm not a jealous person. So then we kind of disown this part, but it's still in that reality. So when we feel jealousy or fear, jealousy is usually fear. Usually fear is base for many uncomfortable emotions. So when we allow ourselves to feel fear, we release this fragment from this limited reality. And if you take a worry, for instance, I surrendered to worry. I don't know how long it took. Every time I felt worry, I went for it. Okay, let's worry. I'm going to be the worriest man on earth. And then eventually it subsided. And now I'm not really worried. So then I had to replace it with something. And to me, I choose curiosity. I wonder what's going to happen. Let's see how this pans out. So what I want to say, if I sum it up, when you experience an emotion, you are traveling, you're making an adventure into another reality where a part of you is trapped. When you allow yourself, when you surrender to these emotions, you accept back this part into your heart and you leave the old programming. It's like you're coming together again. You're coming together. You are coming together. So this gap, when you allow yourself to feel everything you feel, all these emotions are between you and this part, because this part is experiencing this all the time. Remember that this part is experiencing this emotion or these emotions all the time. And when you allow yourself to feel them, you're also accepting this part of you, because this part is in the middle of the emotion. This life energy of yours is in the middle of the emotion. So for this part to trust you, for this part to feel it can come back to you and reunite, you need to feel what it feels. You need to feel what it feels. You need to take all these emotions through you. And not divert, not distract or try to push them down or think positively, but just allow them to flow through you, because when they flow through you, you reunite with this part of you and you become whole. And eventually, you won't have to go back into this reality because it's empty of you. You have emptied this reality of your life force, of your energy, of your power. Because if you think about it, there are some realities that you never visit. It's because you don't have any energy there. There are no fragments of you there. If you go into a reality, an emotion, it's because there's something there. Otherwise, you wouldn't experience it. Okay. As always, play with this. Play with this. Maybe someone needed to hear it. Maybe you needed to hear it. But always play with it and test it. If what you're doing is working, continue. If you want to try something else, if it doesn't work, then maybe this could be something. And as always, I remind you that you are truly unique. There has never been anyone like you, and there never will be. You are a once in a creation manifestation of love. And we are indeed in tumultuous and marvelous times. And we are living in the age of prophecies. And we are the ones we have been waiting for, as someone said. And we choose. And we choose to accept responsibility. I truly wish you, with love, all the best. See you soon.